Recognizing and analyzing geometric shapes. Geometric shapes have fascinated many people throughout history in the fields of art, science, engineering, interior designing, and many other professions. Mathematicians have constructed ideal representation of these shapes and developed methods in obtaining the measure of lengths, one dimension areas, two dimensions, and volumes, three dimensions. So let's explore. A polygon is a two-dimensional shape with straight sides. It can be classified according to the number of its sides, such as a three-sided shape called triangle and four-sided shape called quadrilateral. Others are pentagon, heptagon, hexagon, and so on. Polygons are either simple or complex. A simple polygon has only one boundary and never crosses over itself, while a complex polygon intersects itself. Polygons are either concave or convex. A convex polygon has no angles, pointing inward more precisely. No internal angles can be more than 180 degrees. If any internal angles are greater than 180 degrees, it is a concave. The interior angles of a polygon are the angles inside the shape. In general, for a polygon with n sides, the sum of internal angles is equal to n negative 2 times 180 degrees. And if the polygon is regular, the measurement of each angle is equal to n negative 2 times 180 degree. The sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degree. The interior and exterior angles of each vertex on polygon add to 180 degree. A solid is the geometry of three-dimensional space, the kind of space we live in. It is called three-dimensional or 3D because there are three dimensions, width, depth, and height. Solids have properties such as volume. Think of how much water it could hold. And surface area. Think of the area you would have to paint. There are two main types of solids, namely polyhedra and non-polyhedra. A polyhedra is a solid made of flat surface. Each surface is a polygon, like the Platonic solids, prism, and pyramids. Non-polyhedra are solids with curved surface, or a mix of curved and flat surface such as spheres, cylinders, cones, and torus. Platonic solid is a convex polyhedron whose faces are all congruent convex, regular polygons. None of its faces intersect except at their edges, and it has the same number of faces that meet at each of its vertices. There are five Platonic solids enter. Euler's formula deals with three-dimensional shapes called polyhedra. It states that F plus B VE2 where F is the number of faces, while V is the number of vertices, and E is the number of edges. This formula works only on solids that do not have any holes and do not intersect itself. It cannot also be made up to two pieces to stuck together, such as two cubers stuck together by one vertex. The Euler's formula works on the Platonic solids. Prism is a polyhedron. whose sides are all flat. It has the same cross-section all along its length, and its shape is polygon. All the prisms are classified as either regular prism because the cross-section of each is a regular polygon, or irregular prism because its cross-section is an irregular polygon. Pyramid is a polyhedron made by connecting a base to an apex. There are many types of pyramids, and they are named after the shape of their base. Non-polyhedra. Number 1. Cone is made by rotating a triangle. The triangle has to be a right-angled triangle, and it gets rotated around one of its two short sides. The side it rotates around its axis, the axis of the cone. It has a flat base and it has one curved side. Because of its curved surface, it is not polyhedron. 2. Cylinder is a three-dimensional solid object bounded by a curved surface and two parallel circles of equal size at the ends. The curved surface is formed by all the line segments joining corresponding points of the two parallel circles. Because of its curved surface, it is not a polyhedron. Number 3. Sphere is a perfectly round object in a three-dimensional space. It is non-polyhedron because the surface is completely round. It is perfectly symmetrical with no edges or vertices. All points on the surface are the same distance from the center. And 4. Lastly, torus. It is a solid formed by revolving a small circle along a line made by another circle. It has no edges or vertices, and therefore it is not polyhedron.